Today we are going to talk about the 4 pillars of reversing PCOS. Now this is like I have a podcast episode on it if you want me to hear me talk about it at length, but I'm going to give you a brief overview of what 4 pillars of reversing PCOS are. So number 1 pillar, it's basically what is reversing PCOS is PCOS can't be corrected per se, because it's like you have that tendency to become obese and gain weight if you eat sweet stuff, if you get stressed, if you don't sleep better, if you don't move. So you are someone who's born with it. It's either all your cells are already insulin resistant, not all, but most of them, or over time you have eaten a lot of sweet foods, like really that sort of environment you have been where your body has been exposed to so much inflammation and insulin resistance that your cells became insulin resistant. So you are different compared to someone who's naturally thin, who can eat as much as you want, or even if you are trying to compare yourself with your past self who used to be naturally thin and could eat whatever she wanted. You are no longer that person. You have changed. So your body has a tendency to gain weight whenever you eat something sweet or sugary, high carbs, or refined food. So that's what is PCOS. Now we can always reverse it, but we cannot correct it, because it's just gonna get worse. Like as you grow older, when you become perimenopausal, menopausal, that time also it will, even if you're eating healthy, it's going to be a struggle. So some people need medication for that. That's when they lean into type 2 diabetes. But if we correct it right now, even before pregnancy, you might improve your chances of not getting type 2 diabetes or not getting insulin resistance and gaining too much weight in perimenopause or menopause. So the first pillar of reversing PCOS is eating mindfully. Now, eating mindfully it's not just about taking a diet plan and eating that restrictive food like a dietitian would follow, and it's not something which you just do for a short period of time. It's something which you need to do forever. So imagine if you were having an allergy to some food item, like you just knew that this food actually causes me problems, would you still eat it? Like allergy is something which can be life-threatening, right? So most people will not eat. Like if they know they have peanut allergy, they're gonna be miles away from it. Like I've seen kids who have allergies, so their moms will ask them, like, do you feel something is happening in your throat? Do you feel some symptoms of allergy? And the kid will tell, like, because our bodies are always like telling us information about if things are going wrong. So you can feel that sort of itchiness, and you're not just for you, but suppose if you are someone who has stopped eating flour and sugar or any sort of processed food, and you start eating it again, you will start feeling that sort of weird sensations whenever you eat out of protocol or eat mindlessly, like how you used to eat before. So but there are some people who are lactose intolerant. They don't have allergy to milk, but they are lactose intolerant. They know they will get bloating and they know they will get gassy, but still they will eat that food because it just is so amazing. So notice yourself when your emotions are driving you to eat your food, and that's what is mindless eating, right? Like that's emotional eating, when our emotions are driving us to eat that way. So what I want to offer you is mindful eating, where you are using your higher brain 24 hours ahead of time and deciding how you ate yesterday. Like how did it serve you? Was it healthy? Was it as per your decisions? And would you like to eat that way today as well? If it was not, if it produced a lot of guilt, shame, regret, then first of all, lots of compassion. No need to judge yourself. And the next step would be to plan today and then do this step every day. So that is mindful eating. That is the first pillar. The second pillar is sleeping better every night. This is very important because if you don't sleep properly in the night, your cortisol is going to be high, your stress hormone is going to be high, and whenever your stress is high, your insulin resistance worsens. So we want to try to correct insulin resistance from every angle. So the cortisol needs to come down as well, and that can happen with proper sleep. At least sleeping in your bed without devices, just eyes closed, lights off, be in your bed. Even if you don't fall in deep sleep, that's okay, but just like try to be in bed. And the third pillar is moving slightly more than what you are doing right now. So it can mean any form of exercises, any form of any sort of movement actually. And the fourth pillar is managing your mind. So I have given some prompts to manage your mind, like even the part with what's working, what's not working. That's where you are like sort of like managing your mind when it comes to food. But managing your mind would demand you to learn how to manage it. And that's where I teach my clients. Like, you can consume a lot of my podcast episodes where I talk about some many mindset things. Even on my Instagram there are like some highlights in which I put mindset work, but most of the work that I teach is in person when I'm coaching clients, because it's not just about giving you the tools, because they might go bouncer. So I generally coach my clients one-on-one, individualistic to whatever your problem is, and that happens in my one-on-one coaching sessions. So if that's something which you're interested in learning how to manage your mind and staying ahead of it before time, like predicting how your mind is going to react and like preparing for that ahead of time, then please reach out to me and I will see if I have some spots for you. If I have a spot to accommodate you as a one-on-one client, I will definitely let you in, or else when can I make it available for you. All right, so that's the 4 pillars of reversing PCOS.